And welcome back to Noon Edition. Major Jim Baker of the Lima Police Department is our guest this afternoon. And boy, it's nice to see a lot of vibrancy and activity happening in downtown Lima.
Yeah, it's very, very exciting. This has really been a long time coming. For many, many years, there just wasn't a whole lot going on downtown. And, you know, people would come to the city and go, what's going on, what's going on? But, you know, now there's so much excitement, so many activities, and obviously the new amphitheater getting ready to open. One more thing, and then having live entertainment right downtown. Very, very, very exciting.
Well, of course, people always say, I'd like to go, but I just don't know if I feel safe.
Yeah.
So that's one thing you guys are really going to work on.
Yeah, and interestingly, I've been with the Lima Police Department for about 31 years now, and this is one of the things that I have heard my entire career. Well, I'm concerned about going downtown. I've not really figured out the why, because honestly, there is very, very little crime that happens downtown, and it's such a perception that I think is, hopefully with all this excitement and all the things that are going on, that we can kind of overcome this perception that there's like a high activity of crime downtown, and there just isn't.
I know my wife and I took in a concert a couple of months back at the Veterans Coliseum downtown, and no issues whatsoever. And the point of view for watching the event was beautiful, and then coming out a little rainy, so we had to kind of scurry off to our cars, but it was very safe.
Yeah. Yeah, and one of the benefits, the police department is right downtown, and we have officers coming and going constantly. And so, you know, just the mere presence of an officer helps and is a deterrence. And because of the location of the police department, I mean, there's constantly officers and cars coming and going, which in and of itself creates a safety for people that most don't realize. And with the amphitheater just literally another street away, we're right there.
And of course, National Night Out is coming up, and the city parks are very busy this time of year as well.
Yes.
So I'm sure you're patrolling those pretty hard.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And this year, for the first time, we're having the National Night Out in Oak Park instead of downtown, which again, I think it speaks to all the other activities that are going on downtown, that it's like, wow, we actually have to kind of maybe push this off to a different location. Yes, with the park rangers and with the officers getting all kinds of opportunity to go through the park. And it's also a wonderful chance to really talk to officers in a time where it's not an emergency. A lot of times people, when they speak to an officer, it's because something bad's happened. But now this is an opportunity at the amphitheater and the parks. You talk to an officer, and it's not an emergency situation. You just maybe get to know them a little bit and just talk to each other.
Yeah, I think this is a great time for parents to bring their kids, let the kids see that the police officer is not a bad man.
Yeah,
he is actually here to help you and protect you, and they get to see a smiling face and understand you're a real human being.
Absolutely, absolutely, and probably a sweating face. I mean, with the heat that we've got coming up, it's going to be a little toasty, but yeah, that would be great. And it is a chance to talk to them in situations where there's not a lot of stuff going on.
I know we're down to our last minute here, so we'll make this one brief, but crime seems to increase as the summertime comes, just because people are out more.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you guys are trying to do as officers to make sure that people know that you are being vigilant?
Yeah, one of the most important things is our visibility. We're trying to make sure people can see us getting and driving through the neighborhoods. And honestly, still to this day, the citizens are the best help to us. If you see something, say something. If something's going on, call us and let us know. That's one of the best things that they can do.
All right. Well, Major, we thank you for your time this afternoon. Keep us safe, and
absolutely.
You stay cool out there, because it is warm. When you put on that vest and all your equipment,
very hot.
It is warm. And don't go away, because medical news is coming up next on Noon Edition.